Hey Storm Nation, I'm Steve Klemkin, and I'm here to introduce some very special people that I have here. And if you've ever bowled the USBC Open Championships, you might be familiar with all 5 of us. Specifically the folks here that are on my right, Mark Anderson, his wife Shar. You guys have been running the Storm booth now for how long?
Stevie, 24 years.
24 years. So if you're on the Storm staff, chances are you've bowled the Open Championships in the last 24 years. So I'm guessing you probably already know Mark and Shar. But why don't you just tell us a little bit about, so you've been there 24 years, where are we going to be this year coming up? Is it in Reno we're going? Or?
Steve, we're going back to Reno.
Going to Reno?
Yep.
Okay, cool. National Bowling Stadium, that's a great destination. It's kind of a cool, exciting town.
Steve remodeled National Bowling Stadium.
And it's remodeled, that's right.
And our booth, we're anticipating is going to look nicer than ever.
That's cool. You know, that's one of the things I really like when I go to the Open Championships. When I come to town, I go right away to the Storm booth to kind of check it out because the design, look, feel changes. There's always something new. It's really cool. And Shar, do you have anything else you want to say to Storm Nation here?
Come on down.
Come on down. I like it. Hey, that's authentic right there. All right, and then on my left, I've got Leanne Hulsenberg. She's PWBA USBC Hall of Famer. You're on Storm staff. You already know Leanne. But Leanne and I are both participants in the USBC Open Championships frequently, and we're going to talk a little bit about staff and what to do, maybe some tips and ideas and thoughts to help you be the best prepared for the Open Championships when you go. And then on my far left is Wes Pye. Wes, we go back a long time.
Long time.
Long time. And last year you jumped in and helped out in the Storm booth, right? You were down in Vegas at the South Point. How was the tournament? What was it like for you?
Hey, had a great time. Had a great time. Got to work with my buddy Mark and Shar. We've known each other a long time and had the opportunity to go down there and see a lot of old friends again and get my hands back in the pro shop business. And it was terrific. Had a great time. Look forward to seeing a lot of the folks again this year. And like Mark said, we're going to be back at the stadium, new and improved. And come to Reno, it'll be terrific.
Yeah, Reno's going to be a great tournament, that's for sure. And like you had mentioned, Mark, the stadium's remodeled. There's a lot of cool things that will be happening there inside, and maybe you haven't seen it. I mean, I got to see it only really because I bowled the Masters. Really well done.
Wide open this year.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where the booth is going to be. Where are they going to?
Our booth will be dead center when you walk in through the doors right now.
So it won't be hard to come say hi.
You will not. You could never miss us, but you will have an even tougher time this year.
Awesome.
All right, well, let's talk just a little bit. You know, bowling the Open Championships for me, there's a couple things that I like to do as kind of recommendations and tips and stuff. When I bring my equipment in, a lot of times I'll stop in, want to check out and see what the booth's like as well too. But I also like to get some tips on what's working. Maybe you take a look real quick at my arsenal, check out my surfaces, see if they look right, too shiny, too dull. Any of that kind of stuff, that again is also something that can be very helpful for you when you show up there.
Arsenal evaluation is something that we enjoy doing, particularly with staff people, and some ideas and recommendations. And we've helped a lot of people score and take a lot of money out of the USBC in the past.
You absolutely can make some money there. If you are there bowling the tournament and you bowl well in the tournament, that's why I don't mind spending money in the Storm booth in terms of drilling up new equipment, maybe adjusting surfaces, maybe if I need some new switch grips or I need something else that's gonna, make sure that I bowl my best. It's really an investment. And as a staffer, you can't use your staff credits, right? We don't have staff pricing or staff credits in the booth.
No, unfortunately we can't use our staff pricing or our staff credits because the booth is separate from Storm. It's a business.
Correct. Although we've been tied in with Storm for the 24 years, we actually lease the booth from Storm. We don't actually work directly for Storm. And until last year, the addition of Wes Pye was the first time we've had an actual Storm employee work for us, which has been a great addition and helped grow our business for us.
And now, Wes, your first year there working full time, you noticed probably as well too. The booth can get very busy at times, and then sometimes it kind of slows down at times based off the squad times and stuff too. So what did you saw?
Very much so, Steve. And the one thing I kind of like to throw in, especially to the staffers. Hey, we're all parts of this big family at Storm Nation, and there's a lot of staffers, and we've all been around quite a while. But if you come in, please introduce yourself. Let us know you're with Storm or Global or Rotogrip, and just let us know. Bring your teammates, and we'll be glad to help them out and have a good time with them and everything. And like we did with some folks last year, you come in, you're having your team shirts on. We'd love to take a picture with you and get on the social media with Storm and show that you were there and show you're going to be there with us.
I know you've mentioned a couple times to come back and give you some feedback on this is what I found, how they play, this equipment that worked well. And it helps you have more information in terms of what to then recommend in terms of what you're seeing is working well.
Stevie, absolutely, positive and negative feedback is always very, very, very helpful for us.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get to watch a lot of bowling. I didn't, because we're busy in the booth. And so we need that feedback. I mean, interrupt you, sorry, but,
No,
but we need that feedback. And also, same thing with honor scores. We don't always know, or we don't always hear about somebody shooting a great score or shooting 300. And so anybody that does something like that, especially, obviously, Storm product, we'd love to have you come in.
Yeah, bring your ball. If you do bowl good at the Open Championships, bring in your ball, take a picture with the guys, whether you purchase the ball at the booth or not, because that'll help people know, you know, what equipment's being rolled or who's doing what, and it's just good promotion for the tournament while it's there.
Yeah, it helps promote the booth, it helps promote you as a staffer, and it helps promote the equipment that you used, the Storm equipment that worked well for you. So we're going to be able to use it through our marketing, right? You're going to be able to use it in the booth.
Absolutely.
We're going to be able to use it in many different ways, right? So that's something that really helps us all around. So don't be afraid to swing back by, take some pictures, bring your equipment, stuff that works well. And when you do pop in, realize as well too that, you know, the booth is not a storage unit for your triple rollers, right? When I walk in and I have my 12 bowling balls or so, I worked the booth for 5 years, so maybe I have a little bit more knowledge on that side of it. But there's lockers there, right? I mean, for $5 you can put 3 or 4 triples in a locker there and store them overnight. And Mark, unfortunately, with all the inventory for shoes, balls, bags, and stuff, he does not have the space to store all of our equipment as a
Yeah,
staff
we don't want to
overnight.
make Wes or Mark or Shar be the bad guy, but the booth is not a paddock.
Not a
Sorry.
pattern. That's true.
Just
Yeah.
get a locker, stack them in there, cram
Yeah.
them in there, but unfortunately we cannot store our equipment. Even me and you, Steve, we can't do it.
I know,
They won't
I
let
don't,
us.
I know,
Remember, you
I
told
know.
us no last year.
N.O.
Guys, I know not what you speak of. This is not something that occurs at the booth, to my knowledge or my recollection. But being as upbeat as we can about this, I've introduced to you people that I've known for 30 years that have grown to be part of my old family. You newer staff members, we're looking forward to you coming in, introducing yourselves, and be part of our growing family. Because that's really what we're all about, is we try to be a family as often as we can, and we enjoy it. Passion is something that we love in the booth.
You know, one of the things on the bags also, we're all used to being around bowling centers and paddocks and that type of thing. There's also a safety concern. So if you kind of, when you come in, if you can kind of keep them outside or because we have a little workflow there, and not everybody's knowledgeable about walking around bowling bags.
We
Or
don't want
stepping
anybody
over.
tripping,
Tripping,
Right.
yeah.
especially
That's true.
before they bowl.
Absolutely.
Not good.
One of the other things that I've found I really like too about the Storm booth when I go in there is a lot of times I can find stuff that I have a hard time finding, specifically heels and soles for my 3G shoes. You keep a lot of sometimes that stuff that can be harder to find, right?
Steve, as inventory permits, we try to have everything that we can in there for you to help out everybody. And although we are a business, we do also try to provide a great service for the people. I wish we could take this video camera home with us, because this is the one thing that I've found to shut my wife down just a little bit. This is the quietest she's ever been, and it's only been on a video. Folks, easily the most special and perfect person you could ever meet on the planet. Make sure when you stop in and talk to Shar. She's the charmer in the family.
Yes, we all know that to be true.
We do know
Yes.
that. I,
Saw that firsthand.
we'll second that. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks again, and remember, you know, it's important that you go there. Of course, we all want to score well. We want to bowl our best. Great resource here to help us all bowl our best while we're there. But we also want to be considerate as well too of the folks in the booth and the resources we have there. And again, you know, they offer great service, great advice, great knowledge and support, and make sure you also utilize it as well to your advantage so you can bowl the best that you can when you are at the Open Championships. So thanks again, and remember to always bowl up a storm.
Are you still watching? Are
Ted,
you out
give my
there?
phone number.
Are you out there? Steve, we got more to say.
If you're still out there, there's a couple more things we just wanted to touch on. And the one thing I'd let you know, and I've been there at the booth a long time, the booth gets very busy, and there's a nice service that you guys offer as well too, to make sure that everybody has enough time to go through and get the work done on their equipment and make sure you get everything that you need done in adequate time to prepare.
Yeah, what we did last year is when we would get busy in the booth, we would schedule people, and what we would do is we'd take their cell number and we'd either text them or call them on the cell to let them know when they come by when their equipment's ready for pickup. And we were glad to do that and to help them be able to go and have a good time, maybe enjoy the games or go get something to eat or watch some of the bowling.
That's a nice thing in Reno too. I mean, you're just a short walk away from go get whatever lunch, gambling, hang out, relax, watch some sports, whatever you want to do, and that allows you to make sure that everybody gets the work done that they need to get done, right?
And if you know when you're coming in and you know you're on a tight schedule, you're always welcome to give Mark a call. Set up a time earlier before you do come. His cell is 775-287-8235. Just give him a jingle and we'll make sure that we can make time for you.
If you have an extended warranty for his car, you would like to pitch to him then too. You now have his cell number. Well, thanks everyone, and thanks for tuning in.